Hello everyone. We are gonna break down Sir Florianus' adventure today. I'm afraid I don't have a lot of time because I eventually have to get to work. This seemed to be the earliest I can do this video without interfering with my workday too much. I'm sorry I'm not doing it in the evening when traditionally more people are tuning in. But I thought that it made sense for a lot of you to have these strategies earlier rather than later. We're just gonna be killing 5 more minutes because I gave such a late notice before we started the stream. And to do so, we're just quickly gonna be playing Treasure Beach again. Because I keep getting questions by people who are like, how do you play Treasure Beach with 2 looters? And so let's do a very quick Treasure Beach run. And then right after that, we're gonna be breaking down the adventure for Sir Florianus. Let's just do this that way. Yeah, almost. Okay. Hello. Hey, wine guy. Happy to have you here, man. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so quick Treasure Beach. Nope, that's not it. Well, that's nice. Somebody might have entered something. I don't know. Treasure Beach. Okay, here we go. If you are playing Treasure Beach with 2 looters, I believe that the best strategy is to split them in both sides. I usually use Bassi on the left and Yasmin on the right. And then logic basically always goes the same. You move here forward, you move forward on the other side. And I prefer to move Silverroot next to Yasmin because Silverroot is a lot weaker than my Nimrol. So now he gets the buff by Yasmin and he also has an actual chance to kill something. So you move in with Bassi and then it's fine to step on the steppable on the far left with Tim. You don't want to do this for the second steppable, so basically this one, you don't want to jump on that gold pile because that's where you want to connect your 2 looters. So we're just going to move in with Yasmin and everybody else really. Step on this one and then shoot in the middle. Okay, so that's the turn basically. And now we want to connect the looters and this is always the same. So in this particular case, it might make the most sense to do this. Then we can move in the middle with Yasmin. Now the buff of Silverroot comes in because he's now strong enough to kill the toad. And then we now have 2 looters standing next to some goodies basically. So we can actually first move Nimrol. Okay, and then move Bassi. Alright, and now we have the 2 looters connected, and for everything that we step on, we will get double bonus, which is obviously in our interest. So here the first move should be stepping on this steppable because it's adjacent to our both of our looters. So let's do this first. Then we can again start to move out. So you just move like tiny bit, 1 step here, and then you move with the other looter here, for example. And yeah, don't forget about the frog. That's where Tim comes in. We clean out something here, we clean out something here, and then we just move a bit carefully with Nimrod, and that's it for the turn basically. And like basically this is the strategy. You just like carefully move your 2 units in a way that you get the most gold bonuses. So again, we step to the top because this tile is adjacent to both looters, so we get a double loot bonus. All right. Then we step on the now here we can actually think there's only 2 turns left. So it might make more sense to only move Yasmin 1 and then move Nimrod into the corner. Okay, if he didn't crit, we could have now gone for his active, but that's not the end of the world. And then we just split sides basically. We go to the other side here. And again, actually we have Yasmin's attack still. Okay, that works. And then we can just do something with Tim that makes sense. For example, we can place him next to Yasmin so he gets an attack buff. We're using the active next turn. It's really not relevant for him to have an attack buff. So let's move him to the top maybe. No, that's the Yasmin spot for next turn. So let's just attack. Alright, and that's the turn. And now is the last turn. And on the last turn, we can just quickly check what we can do. So Nimrod doesn't have like a grand amount of options here. Nothing really stands out. We can move to the bottom with Nimrod and clear the path for Yasmin. Then Yasmin can move to the side. Alright. We can move Tim here so we get a loot bonus from Bassi. Then we can move Bassi to the bottom so we get the double loot bonus for both Yasmin and Bassi. And then we can go for the actives of both Tim here and then Silverroot. And after we've done that, we should be walking away with the regular gold is 14k. And then we should get like 21k on top of the regular 14k. So here we have the 14k. and we get 21k. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. And then you get a 21k on top of that as loot bonus. So that means that we had the loot trigger more than 10 times, because every time you trigger the loot bonus, you get 10% more gold. And if you divide 21 by 14, you will realize that this is something like 1.3, something like that. So that means we probably had, actually it might be 1.5 even, I'm not sure. I'm too lazy to do the maths. But you can do the maths, and basically that means we had like 13, 14, 15 loot activations, something like that. And that's basically what I do every time, and that's how you walk away with roughly 35k gold per run, which is really, really good. Hi, hey, XYZ. Alright, that's it for the quick Treasure Beach run. So let's now break down the adventure. So let's change this. Mastering Sir Florianus's, what a weird name, adventure. Alright, and as always, we're starting with common encounter number 1. If you guys have any questions about any of these levels, let me know. Actually, I can just very quickly give this a bit more flavor. Didn't think of that before the stream started, so just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna add Sir Florianus. Then it's gonna be looking a bit more like this is a Sir Florianus stream, which is obviously the case. So let's just quickly change this. This is funny, like every time you spend like 15 minutes preparing these streams and then you still forget like 10 different things. But it's okay, I'm getting used to that. Hope you guys are not getting used to it. And you're feeling like, okay, this is always working like a well-oiled machine. It's not really, but alright. Morgan, hey Caripos. Okay, here's Sir Florianus. Let's move him to the side where he belongs. Whoosh. I guess here. I guess here. This looks alright. Okay, cool. And then we just need to change our info box and move this a little bit up. Okay. Almost there. And move the other one up. And I think we got it now. I think this is alright. I can live with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have done this before the stream started. I just didn't think of that. Alright. Here we go. English stream today. Yeah, the gaming streams are always in English. It's just the work streams that are in German. Just the work streams. Alright. Here we go. But for that we actually need to switch videos, because this is my live video feed and this is my recorded video feed, because I have 2 of these. So this is common encounter number 1. As is tradition in these sorry, just give me 1 more second. I just gonna write down the timestamps and I don't have to do this later on, because this is another one of those problems. Okay, this is Sir Florianus's adventure, and we are 9:55 common encounter 1. Alright. So as is tradition in these adventures, we can always, or almost always, play whoever we want, and on top of that we are not allowed to take any damage and need to get a lightning victory. So you just go for some units that can very easily wipe the board immediately. I tried this like 5 times, 4 times, I'm not sure. Tried different strategies, nothing really worked. In the end I felt like, okay, let's go with green, because green makes sense, because this is Sir Florianus after all. And that's why Pari came in the end, and that worked like a charm. So not a gigantic challenge, as always with these common encounters. Yeah, but it took me a little while until I got it right. Alright, so that means we're now at common encounter number 2, and there's an additional condition here: we can only play green units. So there's a couple of these encounters in this festival, in this adventure, I keep mixing those up, where you need Scruffy, or where Scruffy is really, really good. And then Tabarinchi is also a really, really good unit thanks to her active that can very easily take out a lot of enemy units. And Silverwood is also a unit. I mean, I say this every time, but Kyle loves Silverwood. I don't know what it is with Kyle and Silverwood. I don't know what these two had going for, but every time we have so many encounters where Kyle is just going like, yeah, I'm gonna be forcing you guys to play Silverwood. And we will see this a couple more times in this adventure. Alright, in the level number 3 we can again play whoever we want. There's a couple of enemies that are standing in a line, so this seemed like as good an option as you generally tend to get to play the Darkness squad, because this is always my go-to strategy whenever I have like, oh, I can play whoever I want, let's see if I can fit in with the Darkness team. So we're going with the Darkness squad, like I said. So you can bring in Ranaklu, you can bring in Queen Akeshu. Here's a misplay. I should have moved with Silverroot and took this guy out. And I thought that this damage that I'm doing with Ranaklu is going to be enough to take this guy out, but that wasn't the case. So we have one less summon than we should have. But then we basically handle the bottom here with Sir Florianus and with Silverroot. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 summons in shooting range. This is what happens. They all get shot. One of them survives, the tiny frog. And then we're in a pretty good spot. And Silverroot is a unit. I know, you've never heard this before. Yeah, you've never heard this before, I'm sure of it. Silverroot is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? I really don't know what it is with Silverroot. But it makes sense. I mean, in this adventure, you have to very often play green units, so it like makes a lot of sense that you need to play Silverroot, or that you are being encouraged to play Silverroot. Here we have another one of those encounters. Let me just double check. What was it? Was it no ranged units? I think it was no ranged units, right? Yes, no ranged units. So I was like immediately, oh cool, Bullmon, he's gonna go in, eat the first guy, these guys are moving in, Bullmon eats the second guy, eats the third guy, oh my god, this is gonna be a walk in the park. And then I realized, oh, Bullmon is ranged. So that's not going to happen. So instead we're going with Scruffy, because Scruffy is green and Scruffy is good. And Sir Florianus is also pretty good. I'm not sure if I would still play this the same way, to be honest. This looked like a lot better when I first thought about it. Because the problem with Sir Florianus, of course, is that he always triggers immediately. It's not like he waits for everybody to attack him and then he goes for his passive. He gets attacked once and then he goes for his passive. That's a bit of a problem. But, in case you did not know, Silverroot, my lord, it's such a good unit. I've never said this before, I'm certain of it. You can really use Silverroot for a lot of these encounters, because he also happens to be not ranged. Alright. That takes us to common encounter number 2, where we have to play one of the hardest restrictions in the game, which is only playing warriors. It's not impossible, but somewhat hard. Fortunately, there's Bullmon, he's immediately making short use of 2 of these guys. Then this goes, not according to plan, but we still have Silverroot. Yes, I know. Wow, really, this unit. It's so good. Let's just quickly wind back, because I kind of missed it, to be honest. So we're going here with the summons of Sir Matt at the top, which are then giving us some board presence, even in case everything else goes wrong. And then, sorry, that was the second turn. Still on the first turn. We are... Why is this not working? Okay, let's just quickly rewatch it. Sorry, I don't usually do this. So... we eat Bullmon, we go for Sir Florianus. I totally expected this guy to die, but he didn't. Then we go for the summons, and now we go for Silverroot. And this guy at the bottom tends to die here, because he only has like a tiny bit of health left, and the crows always spread out. They always hit like one guy, and then another guy, and another guy, which is why you want to take the crows of Silverroot whenever you can, as late as possible, when there are only very few enemies remaining. So Silverroot is actually a finisher. He is not a unit that you should be using to like deal damage initially. Alright, this is one of the hardest encounters, uncommon number 3. This is where this got serious, this adventure. Like, so far so good. All of these encounters I thought were pretty straightforward. This was the first time when I was really like, okay, we have to think about this a little bit more. So, there is a lot of positioning that is going on that is really, really important. Number 1, use the active of Tavarinci in this spot. Why in this spot? Because you don't want to give damage this skeleton. Because if you do, your Tavarinci is not going to be strong enough to take out all of these guys. So move her here, so she hits these 2 guys and this skeleton. Alright, that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, Pari is a good unit. You need to use Pari to get rid of these gunners, otherwise you can kiss your bonuses goodbye. Then after that, it helps to get really lucky with Gibbo and Gobbo. Oh, sorry, I played this differently. I tried this a couple of times. So we're going in with Sir Florianus, and now honestly, I'm not sure what I did next. Let's watch this. I think I'm moving my unit. Yes, I'm moving my units to the bottom because I don't want to have to heal so many units. So now we do have a Mataro that is now webbed, which means we can do a lot of damage. We do have a skeleton that is somewhat damaged thanks to the passive of Sir Florianus, and we have 2 more units that are within reach of this Taro here. So we're now using Gibbo and Gobbo to take out the guy, and then we're moving Sir Florianus to this side, so it's easier for us to heal him. This is kinda important. We are instead healing Pari, which is a smart move, I think. So, and now we only have to make sure that Sir Florianus gets healed again, before, yeah, basically before he gets hit again, is what I'm trying to say, and failing to say. And then we're good. Like here we could really need, I'm thinking about using rock form or not. And then after like consideration, should I go for rock form or not, I realize, oh wait, I have 2 more turns. I don't have to finish this turn. I can just attack. There's a gigantic 2 in the upper right corner if you stop clicking on everything. So after lots and lots and lots of thought, I'm like, oh, I have another turn. So I just attack. And then we're good, as you can see. You have to get lucky that you don't finish him with the passive of Sir Florianus here. And there's like a couple of ways that this can play out in the end. What's important is try to keep the units that are damaged together because of the passive of Tavarinci that can heal more than 1 unit at a time. So this takes us to rare encounter number 1, where we are not allowed to play any healers. And we also have to play green units. So on this encounter, this is one of the trickiest encounters in the entire adventure. I had to try this, I don't know, 5 times, maybe even 7 times, I'm not sure. If you attack from here with Pari, you have to get super lucky. This is the better positioning for Pari, because now she can only get hit by 1 skeleton. The samurais are not as much of a problem. So this is the first thing you want to do. The second thing you want to do is take out this guy with Sir Florianus, because Sir Florianus can take a hit. He can easily get back on the healing pad, like everything is fine here. Now you can see this move. Scruffy is taking care of the guys at the top, and Pari, you need to get somewhat lucky with a block here or there. So now you can move Scruffy in and think about taking somebody out, and by thinking I mean do it, and then move Pari up here. So Pari gets hit again, but now she heals up, and now we're good. Now you can clearly see, okay, this is gonna be a walk in the park, the last turn at least, but the positioning up until that point was relatively hard. So this is one of the more challenging encounters, in my personal opinion, but also it felt very rewarding once I got done with it, or once I was done with it. So that takes us to rare encounter number 2, where we again have to play the entire Rinchi Dynasty squad. This is a very straightforward encounter as far as I'm concerned, because you can already see, okay, these guys are lining up nicely for Pari, thank yous. Then you obviously have to play Sir Florianus, so he's going to take care of this guy. And then Tavarinci is the best unit against summons. So this seemed like an absolute walk in the park in my personal opinion. So you start with Pari. With Pari, it's often important to take out the first unit, the one at the top. These 2 you don't have to immediately kill, because if you don't kill them with the attack, they're going to be webbed. And they can only move 1 spot when they are in webbing. And that means that even if they survive, they cannot kill Pari. And then you can just like hit them again with Pari, and if there's 2 of them you have to think of something, but Tavarinci is there, so you should be fine. And then obviously we got Sir Florianus, and this is already, the game is won at this point. Like I was really wondering, like, what am I missing here? This seems way too easy. And Sir Florianus didn't really do anything in this encounter. I'm not sure if I played this incorrectly, and if there was another approach that would have showed us a lot more what Sir Florianus can do. But I'm not complaining. Every once in a while I like an easier encounter. Which takes us to rare encounter number 3, and I think this one is not easy because we have to play mounted heroes. Yes, this is a very odd encounter because it looks like a showcase for Silverroot, and we've had a couple of those in this adventure already. So I'm not sure what I'm missing here. There's probably another way to play this. Might be a better way to play this, I'm not sure. But this is what I came up with. We park Silverroot in the shrub because we want him to get hit. Yes, I know, it doesn't sound like it's making any sense. We want Silverroot to get hit because he's the one unit that can get hit, because he also happens to be the one unit where we really don't mind if we use the Yasmin on, because then we can use Silverroot twice. You can attack here first because don't use the active, because if you don't use the active you're not going to be within reach of Katsume. Yeah, and then this was a really nice showcase for Silverroot. He's a really good unit, in case you didn't know. Like Silverroot, so good. I'm so excited to see what the Silverroot adventure is gonna bring, because I'm like, I've seen it all. I've already seen it all for Silverroot. All right, this is rare encounter number 4, and we have to play green units. It seems to be one of those videos where I either forgot or skipped the editing part, which is weird because I did this for a lot of these videos. Or maybe it's the second version of this video that I have where I forgot to do the clipping. Let me just double check if I have another version of this. Nope, I don't. Okay, this is what we have to live with. So now you can see for the first time ever how long I actually need unit selection. Oh, here we go. Now I am playing. Alright, green units. Pari is good. We can use Pari to take out most of these guys on this side. And then we can... I tried to go for Scruffy here, and then I realized I can only target one of these guys. And then I, like, unselected Scruffy just to take another look at the map again. And now I'm realizing, oh, this is a podest. This is higher than the other tiles around it. I didn't see this at first. I might be blind. I'm not sure. You tell me. And then eventually I'm like, oh, okay. Oops, I have to play this a little bit differently. So now we're moving in with Scruffy into this spot because we can take out the two gunners. Gunners are always the big problem. I think I mentioned this. And then there's one more samurai remaining, which we can ignore. I know, sounds crazy. We can ignore samurai? Yes, we can. So now we're moving with Sir Florianus to the top, take out this guy. And then we're already setting up the healing for Sir Florianus next turn. And also make sure that these other guys, these gunners, cannot connect with our units. So my logic here, my reasoning was, we want to move Sir Florianus here, and then we want to place a tree next to him. And this gives us like a really good position, because Sir Florianus, all of a sudden, he's buffed, he's fine, he's like at 100% health again, there's only one more enemy, he's got like next to no life, so we can just shoot him down with Nixie, and then Sir Florianus goes in, and that gives us the win. And I don't know if, like, how many turns did we have to get the lightning victory? Was it like a... yeah, there's 2 more turns, so we could have also finished next turn. I think there's another strategy that would have showed us a little bit more what Sir Florianus can do. This seems to be a common theme. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, that I keep not using Sir Florianus. Although in this encounter we did see that he's like a mounted unit and he can just walk over thorns like it's nothing. Alright. This takes us to rare encounter number 5, a level that I know extremely well because I played this 400 million times when I was going for legendary in the festival, because this is one of the map sets, one of the tile sets in the last chapter, in the currently last chapter of the campaign. So I still think that my positioning is not ideal. So here we can see something that is the favorite piece of criticism for Lord Nako in this game, and that is that the AI is doing sometimes very questionable moves. In terms of Accio, he is always, 100% always, using the active as soon as he can affect up to 3 units. So there might be a chance to position your units in yet another way. Don't move Bullmon into the shrub, that's definitely not good because he gets hit up to 3 times. But if you move your units like this, and Bullmon is like standing here, and he's pretty beefy, he's pretty good, you only get hit once. So again, Accio has 3 or more targets, so he's gonna go for the active. That's the only logic that the AI is following. The AI is not like, oh, is this the best turn to use this effect? Or should I wait for this effect until a later point in time? Like, the AI doesn't do any of these calculations in its head. The AI just looks, is my condition fulfilled? And the condition in this case is, oh, there's 3 targets for kill command, so we go kill command. So what I'm saying with oh so many words, just move your units out of range for the enemy. And then you're going to be fine. Because as you can see here, only 1 unit gets hit. And now we just have to heal that 1 unit eventually. And we're going to be fine. So I'm not even sure if I'm immediately going for Bullmon here. Apparently not. I'm first going for Sir Matt. And then I'm just going with a regular attack. So we're playing this somewhat hesitantly, carefully with Bullmon. This is where I'm not convinced that my positioning was right, because Sir Florianus cannot connect with anybody, and I don't think this is good positioning that I did. I think Yasmin cannot move farther into the corner, only here. So now we're deciding to just have our units get shot at for a little bit, because these horses are very, very beefy. So Sir Matt is a really good unit, by the way. Lots of people only think of Sir Matt as a unit that is, I don't know, that's like good in the early game when you just started playing Rivengard. That is not the case. Sir Matt is actually really good until like way later. I'm playing him in Legend League, and I think he's one of the best units in Arena, at least at the moment. Might be changing with diamond ranks, but that's a topic for another video. Anyway, in the end, that's how we got there with rare encounter number 5 with only warriors. So now we're going to the epic encounters. Epic encounter number 1 requires us to play only green units. This is a relatively straightforward encounter. You can already see, okay, there's a lot of summons and I can play a Scruffy. Whenever you can only play 3 units, you need units that can take out several enemy units. Scruffy is a unit that can do that. Whenever there's so many opponents and you're like 100% certain or almost certain you cannot finish them all on turn 1, you need to play a healer. So like the entire lineup is very clear from like just thinking about these things for 5 seconds. You're like, okay, I will need a healer. That's Nixie, always. Or maybe Tavarinci sometimes. And I need a unit that can deal with summons. Alright, there's Scruffy. And then the third unit needs to be Sir Florianus. So it's pretty clear what you need to play. So again, we're using the superior movement of Sir Florianus to take out the gunner, because the gunners are the biggest problem. I think I mentioned this. Then we move Nixie as far as possible to the middle, and we place a tree here. All of that is important, because you don't want 2 of these skeletons, because the skeletons are warriors, to connect with Scruffy. You only, or all 3 even. You only want 2 of these skeletons to connect with Scruffy, because he can take out the samurais. Because the samurais are mages, and Scruffy is a rogue. And rogues do more damage to mages. Like, all of that is just generally speaking, but it's just, maybe they're just like super thin. I'm not sure. His passive is not doing regular attack, it's doing ability damage. But, oh no, it can crit. The passive can crit. As we can see here, crit, yeah. Yeah. And here you can see, Scruffy gets hit back, but it's okay. So he's now been hit twice. But we can obviously create these life blossoms. This was a misplay, by the way. You don't shoot with Nixie ever when you can avoid it. You don't shoot. You just leave Nixie and use her regular healing instead of shooting with her. So now we're using Scruffy, and then we don't really want to take out the third guy here, because the problem is, if we do, there's a chance that we end up with Sir Florian with Scruffy's passive clearing the board. So you actually retreat with Sir Florianus here, and this is, like I said, this is the misplay. I should have just healed with Nixie, in my opinion. Alright, but now it's good. Now we're all good. We can move Sir Florianus to the bottom. Now he's all healed. Everybody's healed, and this guy only has 26 health remaining. And it's very, very easy to finish this in the end. So we did have one encounter that was already somewhat hard. That was the rare encounter where you only had to play Tavarinci units. Now we're getting to the hardest encounter of them all, or at least like the second hardest, and that is epic encounter number 2. In my case, the main problem is that my Tavarinci squad is not quite there yet. My Rinci Dynasty squad is not quite there yet, and it never will be. Like, maybe in 2 years' time, when I've ascended all the other units in this game, I might put a little bit more work into them. In my case, the only unit that I have built, and I mean the only unit that I have built out of these 4 goons, is Pari. Because I like Pari, and Pari is good in PvP on some maps. And you all know how much I like PvP. So this is why I have a very good Pari, and then I have all of these other units. Gibbo and Gobbo is not even maxed out at rare. He's like level 21. So if someone is like, oh man, I would really like to get a perfect score in this entire adventure, but I can't because all of my Rinci Dynasty squad is below epic, you can still get a perfect score, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, but what you have to do though is max out the equipment on all of these units, especially the weapons. So my Pari is actually wearing the Nimrul sword here, which is doing 40% crit rate and a lot of damage. And my Gibbo and Gobbo is wearing the best rare weapon that has a very high crit rate, I think of 30% or something like that. I can bring it up later when we're basically done walking through these levels. It's just one more after this one. Alright, having said all that, you have to also get lucky. So let's look at this. This is Pari, and she's taking a shot at these skeletons. As you can see, there's one crit hit here, but even without a crit hit, more often than not, I'm killing the guy in the front. This is like almost always what happens. So these 2 guys in the back, they are now webbed. And I mentioned this before. They are still alive, but they can only move 1 spot, which means they cannot get to Pari. So Pari is safe, is what I'm saying. The second move you have to make is take out this guy with Sir Florianus. You could go for the active, but I do not believe that it is a better move. I think that the regular attack is better. You might have to get lucky with a crit hit. Speaking of crit hits, the next move is this move. You want to attack from high ground with Gibbo and Gobbo at these 2 guys. And then if you get super lucky, you get 2 crit hits. You don't hopefully have to get 2 crit hits, but I'm not guaranteeing it. I was very close to finishing this encounter before. I only finished it with a perfect score when I got 2 crit hits. Now, you can have a Tavarinci that is only bronze rank 3 and a rare unit that is not even maxed out at rare. There's like another star that I can add. And still her active will be enough to take out these 2 guys. If you can only take out 1 guy, you can still win. with a perfect score. So I'm thinking for a long time, oh, can I actually just use a regular attack? But these guys have so much armor remaining, which is magical armor, that I have to use, or waste, it's actually a waste, the active. So now we have finished the first turn, and you can see, okay, we're in a really good position. This is the closest you can get with this lineup without epic units to get a perfect score in this encounter. And now the rest is almost 100% clear. Like, you can immediately, oh yeah, I know how to play this. There's one thing that is like tiny bit more complicated, and that is the fact that Sir Florianus is not going to be dealing with this guy. Sir Florianus is our strongest unit, which means he has to deal with the skeleton. Which in turn means we have to use someone to take care of the skeleton. And this is Gibbo and Gobbo with his active. Don't waste his active, you need his active in this situation. And then after all of that, you get the perfect score in this encounter. Oof. Wow, that wasn't easy as far as I'm concerned. But also, again, super rewarding. And the fact that you can actually get there without just one epic unit is actually speaking volumes of the level design, in my opinion. Alright, this is the last epic encounter in which we need to play only mounted heroes. This is the one that I finished this morning. Basically just before the stream. This was the last encounter that I wanted to do before we go live. There's a couple of things that this is the second attempt that I had. There's a couple of things you want to do. First of all, you don't want to play Silverroot. For once in our lives, we want to finish an encounter without Silverroot. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, Yasmin needs to be next to Sir Florianus to buff his attack some more. I'm not sure if this is a must, but it definitely helps. Because now we can move Sir Florianus into this spot here, don't use the active, and free up that spot. Freeing up that spot is super important, because now Tim can get into that spot. And he's now affecting all of these guys. Once we've done that, we can use the active of Lionette to clear a path, like literally. She's clearing a path in this lane, basically. And now the rest of this encounter is pretty straightforward. So we can use Yasmin to take out this guy, and then we can use Sir Matt to give us some summons. And our units are now all protected. They can hide behind our summons. The enemies, they actually need to use all of their attacks to take out the summons, which is also really good. And that means that we now have 4 enemies, but we have 5 units. And we still have like a second effect activation, which is something we want to also use, of course. So we're again using our strongest unit, Sir Florianus. Then we are thinking about, okay, what can we do? Maybe we get lucky with a crit hit. So we're moving Lionette to the back and try to take out this guy with one hit. Doesn't really work. And now we have to think, okay, what's the best course of action here? And I believe the best course of action is using Tim. Move him as far away as possible from the gunner. And then we refresh Sir Matt. And I'm thinking about using it on the samurai. And eventually I'm like, I'm just going to be using it here. It's fine. And then, as always, our enemies are doing us a big favor. They are attacking our summons. And that means we end up with the perfect score in this encounter. Hello. Hey. Happy to have you here. Alright, that's it for all the common, uncommon, rare and epic encounters. I hope there were some strategies in there that will work for you. Let me just quickly bring up my phone, because now we have to switch to the live feed, because I don't have anything else recorded. The entire rest of the stream is going to be me playing live. Not going to be the longest stream we've ever done. And we are now quickly heading into the legendary encounter. And we are playing it live. We have 3 tickets, so that's pretty good. Should give us enough of a chance to finish it, also hopefully with a perfect score, which would then mean that we get the final chest. After we are done with the legendary encounter, you guys can actually win 10 summoning tokens. All you have to do is let us know in the chat what's been your favorite encounter in this festival, adventure. I will keep mixing up these 2 terms. And please also let me know which was the most frustrating for you, because I'm curious. This is obviously not an official question that anybody from Snowprint wants to hear. But I want to hear. I want to hear what was most frustrating for you. Was it epic encounter number 2, where you had to play the Rinchi Dynasty's faction, although you didn't have any of them at epic, with the exception of Pari, hopefully? Or was it any of the other ones? Alright, so we're heading into the legendary encounter. The condition is very clear. We have to play green heroes. The rest is pretty straightforward. And we can also see that there is a Shun. So Shun obviously hits back when we hit him. Shun is a hero that you can very easily like circumvent, make sure he doesn't do anything with the regular attack of Servetus. So Servetus is definitely going to be a must. Let's just quickly go over our units. We don't have that many strong units. We have a Servetus that is pretty strong, pretty built. He just added another star today. Then we have a Nixie that is maxed out at Epic, which is pretty cool because it's one of the few units where I have next to no of these green dots just for the tree, but you don't want to have the tree higher than 28 because that means that if a legendary dragon is landing on the tree, it's surviving. And you want the tree to die when the legendary dragon is landing on it. Hey David, hello, rare 4 favorite? Rare 4 favorite? Okay. David Brunsky, let me just enter your name here. David Brunsky says rare 4 favorite. Okay, cool. I'm just entering you guys on the side because I can do that. I'm multitasking. Alright, so we're definitely going to play Pari because she's so good. She's maxed out almost. We need a better shield for her. So we're just gonna switch shields around. Just equip anything here. So Matt, yesterday, made into legendary. Finally, if all legendary squad. So Pari's maxed out. And then there's a really decent chance that the next unit we're going to be playing is actually Silverroot. I'm not gonna bother with his equipment because it won't matter. I can also not level up Silverroot. Or maybe I have to, I don't know. Because there is a chance that I am going for legendary in another festival again. And I need a weak Silverroot to finish a lot of encounters with high skull difficulty. Even though they're not difficult because Silverroot is making them easy. So we're just going to leave Silverroot the way he is. And then there's a chance we're going to be playing Scruffy. So we just want to see, do we have, yeah, we have a good weapon. Okay, there's a high crit chance here. We don't, it's fine. It's a bit more damage, but it's not going to matter. Here, we can actually add another level to the active. So this is going to be my squad if I have to play 5 units. I guess. I haven't seen the level yet. Nixie MVP? Absolutely, yes. All levels where we had to use Rinchi Dynasty were hard. All heroes uncommon. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this for Wine Guy. All Rinchi only levels. That's fine. I'm Legion in-game and Rare 2 favorite. Okay. So we got... I'm just gonna add your in-game name. Because that's easier. XYZ... Oh, let's just do it like this. Rare 2. Okay. Cool. Felix James, I'm sorry, I'm not making sense of that RVG 052833 message. Let me know. Oh, that's your name in the game. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we got Felix James, who is RVG. What's with the numbers? Let us know what your favorite level is. Then we can enter you for the prize drawing. Although I'm gonna enter you regardless. I'm gonna be a nice guy today. Alright, that's basically it for battle preparations. And yeah, let's head into this. Let's see what this is like. Okay, so we can only play 3 units, 4 units, 5 units. Wow, my units are completely... Okay, let's just clean this up. So we can play 5 units. Okay, that's some good news. Okay. So this looks to me like we want to use the mushrooms in the bottom left corner of the map. Because we can actually, if we attack with Servetus into this guy, there's going to be mushroom here, but no mushroom there. Which is going to be really good for us. These guys have to clean out the mushroom. They can only do 2 attacks on it. And yeah. An alternative strategy would be placing a tree here. But I think we want to have the tree probably at the top here, somewhere. So Nixie in the back seems like a good idea. Oh, actually Scruffy could be good here. We could start with Scruffy here. He attacks 2 guys. Then there's 1 guy remaining. Could use Surf Flow, but probably not. Okay, let's do this. The tree goes... I think we need to use the tree at the bottom. Tree at the bottom? Tree at the... let's... I'm really unsure about this. In an ideal world, we would be putting the tree next to Sir Florianus, actually. Rare 4 was good. My favorite encounter, uncommon level 3. Okay, cool. Let me enter that for you. That was uncommon 3. Okay, cool. Liked Epic 3, says Rob Thomason. Epic 3, okay. Wine Guy said Rinchi only levels were hard and Rare 4 was good. Favorite. Okay. So, we're gonna be playing Sir Florianus. I think here. Probably here. I'm not sure. Then, we're gonna be playing Nixie. I think Nixie makes the most sense in the middle of the map, because then we have the most control. We are going to be playing Servidus. I think we could play him here. Or we could play here. I want to try the mushroom trick. Let's see if the mushroom trick works at the bottom. Then we want to have a unit that can take out this gunner. That could be Scruffy with his active. But that's like the only thing that Scruffy is gonna do. Oh, we still have Pari. Well, what do we do? Can we shoot these guys with Pari in a good way? If we shoot from here, she's not hitting this guy in these two fields. If we are shooting from here, she hits this guy and this guy. This could be good. This could be good. And then we still haven't handled this gunner in the bottom. Okay, so Pari goes on the map. Oh, we still have Silverwood. Still have Silverwood. I need to get rid of this guy. So let's try it with Scruffy. I think that's the best course of action here. So Scruffy is gonna use his active on this guy. And we're gonna be placing the tree to protect Scruffy from the back. You can actually vine the samurai, so the samurai doesn't do anything. And you can take out the skeleton. We only have 2 turns. That means we have to play aggressively. Can't say I like that. Okay, in that case, let's do this. Oh my god, really so much adjustment. Yeah, let's give this a try. Let's see how strong the enemies are. So you got... What? 2,600 life? What? How much damage are we doing? 1,100? How are we supposed to take anybody out here? Okay, so these are relatively easy. 800 something. He's okay, he's legendary. Okay, so the samurais are easy. R. This guy is not. He's doing 2,600. Okay, basically I misplaced Scruffy completely on the map. These guys are also relatively easy. They have 850 and 750. So 1,500 in total. We're doing 1,100. Okay. Yeah, this is not going according to plan. Let's try what happens with the tree. And we can use the active. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we going to be taking him out with some vines? The vine damage could deal enough damage to get rid of him. Okay, and we're just going to attack here. And now we need a lucky crit, please. Okay. Good start. So how is this the last turn we got? How is this the last turn we have? What? Okay, so I should have looked at this earlier. I have to admit, this was a bit of a bad play. I should have looked at this earlier. We can now go in with everything we've got, but as we can tell, it's not going to be enough. Not even by a long shot. If we had like more turns, this could be a really viable strategy, but we don't. So we have to play this differently. Yeah, we lost out on the bonus condition here. We can see what happens when Sir Florianus hits. Okay. Okay. Right. So, we learned a couple of things here. So, that's the good news. When is the patch release? I think they're going to be submitting it today. I'm not 100% sure about this, but Kyle will definitely announce it. It's almost ready to ship. So, they're going to be shipping it today, basically. And it should be ready anytime then. Like on Android, some people will get it right away, normally. And on iOS it always takes a bit longer. Alright, I think that the squad was fine. Oh, actually we might have to play Silverwood here. How are we taking... Oh, okay, the 2 guys in the top we take out with Scruffy. In the bottom, we run in with Sir Florianus. How do we get rid of the gunner? Do we get rid of the gunner? Maybe with Silver Road. Maybe with Silver Road. And Cerberus can vine the rest of these guys. Cerberus vines. Top gets taken down by Scruffy. Florianus runs into the bottom. Nixie plants a tree. Silver Road shoots. That's the idea. Yeah. Okay, so Scruffy to the top. Sir Florianus to the bottom. He has like Cerberus needs to vine this guy so they can't attack us. And this guy on the right side, in theory we would hit him with parry, but it's not gonna be enough. So we instead need to do something else. And that something else is gonna be Silver Root. Is it? Nah, the silver. I don't know. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. So let's try it. So Silver Root here. Okay. So step number 1, attack on Shun. Really? I was totally under the impression that we're gonna be getting the passive now, but okay, probably not. So then we want to take out these 2 guys. Okay, almost. We need to take out this guy. Why do we have only 1 more turn? Okay, how about we get lucky with Silver Road? Oh, if he wants to connect with Silver Road, he needs to get past Scruffy. So that might be okay actually. Let's see. Okay, that didn't do anything. Nixie, you can get rid of this guy. Man, I don't like this at all. And you wanted to place vines here. Yeah, okay. This gunner is a problem. Like a serious problem. Everybody else is not. Who thought that this gunner would be fun? One-shooting everything. Like just casually one-shooting everything. Yeah, now we can get out and start moving our units back in. These vines should disappear. Yeah, they did. Man. Yeah, shoot them. Oh, he doesn't shoot now. Really? Wow. Wow, this gunner is single-handedly taking my entire team out. Woof. Woof. Do we need to take out the gunner? With... I think we need to take out the gunner. How else are we gonna handle the gunner? I don't see this. So, Silverwood was not good. Silverwood didn't do anything for us. So let's instead place anybody else. Parry maybe. Yeah, I think that could work. I think that could work. Let's see. If... Are you in... Okay, you're strong enough to handle the business. Okay, cool. So we can use this on that dude, and then we can easily take out these 2 guys. Okay, all of that works. And now we should only need a tree. Like, as far as I can see, we should only need a tree. Oh my god, we cannot get rid of them in time. Wow. How do we do this? It's been a long time since I haven't had a single clue how to even attempt to hit an encounter. And that's it. Like, if we had to finish now, it would be easy. But unfortunately, we have to finish one turn earlier. We have to finish one turn earlier. Tell you what, guys. We're gonna be doing the prize drawing, and I'm gonna be thinking about this. I'm gonna be thinking about this for a second. Let's just quickly go here instead. If anybody else... Oh, sorry. Matthew Neelan says his favorite is Rare 4. Okay. If anybody else wants to participate in our prize drawing, please let me know. Did I miss anyone? We got a couple more people in the chat. So, Felix, James, yeah, okay. Uncommon 3. Rare 2 favorite. Wait a second. Didn't you... Oh, yeah, I got it. Just passing by. Okay. Best name for something like this. This is Rare 4. If you did not like one particular encounter because it gave you headaches, let me know. We're also going to enter that. I just want to know. I'm curious. There was a couple of encounters that were relatively hard to finish, to be honest. And then once I was done with them, I'm like, yeah, this was actually okay. So I'm basically like reverse remembering some of these encounters. I thought that they were like way harder than they turned out to be. Or they were really hard and I felt really good about beating them in the end. Okay, I could have one more attempt, but we can also... Okay, let's give this one more shot. You guys have another chance to enter your favorite or worst encounter, or both. Both is fine. And I just want to... I don't know. This gunner is gonna be a problem. Have we been on the right path, maybe? Is there another green unit that I'm missing? Green. Nope, nothing here. Oaken shrub? No. Yeah, I don't see it. I really don't see it. Oh, man. Okay, one more try. Okay, so if we hit the gunner with Nixie... How much attack? It's 2,600. That's like a lot. How much are we doing? 400. Okay. Good. Close. My favorite was Rare 3. Alright, cool. Let me just try and copy paste your name because I will never be able to type that. I'm sorry, my keyboard is not going to support that. Rare 3. Cool. Okay, we have to take out the gunner. 100% with Florianus. Unless we want to take out the gunner with Servidus. Like, we could place mushrooms around him. Actually, this might be a good idea. Do it like this. Then we would have to shoot the first skeleton. Huh. Our Scruffy is a little bit too weak. Okay, let's see if I can add some more power to Scruffy. He's level 30. How much are we doing? 1,150 at the next level. Okay, I think I need to max out... probably might have to max out Scruffy at Epic. Or I get lucky with some crit hits. But I think this could be a strategy. So, if we are using Servidus in the middle... we're using Pari to take the first samurai out, and the second one then couldn't move in because there's webs in the way. Or we use a tree. We can just use the tree up there. And then we just have to heal Sir Florianus with Pari. Yeah, let's give this one try. So, again, we're gonna be moving in with Sir Flo in here. Okay? Then, we're gonna be using... the mushrooms on this gunner because he's a problem, a gigantic problem. Then we're gonna be moving to the back. Like, where can we hit this guy? Oh, we can move to the middle. Sure, why not? Okay, then we can use this. Alright, and then we can create a life blossom and a tree. So now these guys have to move to the bottom and deal with Sir Florianus. Okay. So far, so good. I would say this is gone really well so far. So we have to heal Sir Flo, because there's not, like, nothing else we can do with him. He has to take out this guy. Nixie has to heal him. Wow, okay, it's not even close. We're missing 600 health. Whoa. Whoa. How are we supposed to do this? I have no idea. Yeah, and then Severus can hit this guy. You can kill this guy. Yeah, we're so close. We're so close. Why is it only 2 turns? Okay, we got all the stars. Oh my god, 498. Ah, this is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. This is the best strategy I can come up with. It looked pretty good on paper. Was looking for this video from yesterday. Yeah, I couldn't do it yesterday, sorry. I was completely out of summoning tokens and everything. This is gonna be so depressing. Look at my score. 7,798 out of 7,800. Meh. Gigantic meh. Okay, well, it happens. I will try out some more stuff and maybe add another video to the YouTube channel. If I find a strategy that works. This is the best I can do. So, absolutely last chance. Spiky, you didn't say anything. What's your favorite encounter or your worst encounter? Because then I can enter you for the prize drawing. I'm just gonna assume you're gonna be assuming that you're gonna be posting something. Anybody else? Last chance. This is the absolute last chance to be entering our prize drawing. 2 points. This might be the closest I'm ever gonna be getting to almost finishing an adventure. Almost. How much is the tree healing? Is the tree healing like 600 or something? I'm just gonna check this. The tree is healing 1000 health. Okay, so the tree needs to go next to Sir Florianus. That's obvious. The tree needs to go next to Sir Flo. I think the rest of the strategy was fine. So if I place the... Oh, but then the enemies can move up. Oh, but if I have Scruffy can just handle them all with his passive. Ooh. There is actually a chance that this strategy is the correct strategy. I might be like super close. Yeah. Alright, anyway. We're gonna be doing the prize drawing now. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna add another ticket while we're doing the prize drawing. Spiky, you still owe us to what your favorite encounter is. So, without any further ado, let's just go here, and we're just gonna be shuffling the names once or twice or 3 times. And whoever we're gonna be like ending up on, they are gonna be the ones who can win 10 summoning tokens. All you have to do is get in touch with Kyle on the official Discord. Like let him know, hey, check the timestamp at 1 hour of the stream. It's crazy that it's been an hour. And then we're gonna be yeah, then you can tell him, okay, I won the thingy. The thing that Ollie did. Alright, let's see. Woo! Rob Thomason wins the 10 summoning tokens. Please get in touch with Kyle on the official Discord. Can you quickly post your in-game name? Your in-game name into the chat. And congratulations, by the way. Here you go. Congratulations. It's a shame I don't have my celebration music on still. Should have left the celebration music in the background. Last attempt. Last attempt. 1 hour 38. 1 hour 38. Legendary attempt number 4? I think it's number 4. Let's go back here. Congratulations indeed. Here we go. My stream deck is a bit slow today. One more try. Last try. I swear. Just gonna do this. Okay. Strategy. One more time. Nixie can actually go here. Yeah, this might be better. Might be better. Yeah. I think so. Okay, step number 1. Move Sir Florianus in here. Step number 2 is create a tree. Step number 3 is You may or may not use the active of Nixie. Ah, this might have been a really bad move. Don't use the active of Nixie, step number 3. Because actually we want... Oh, actually this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. We can ignore the other guy. Look. Look at this. Come on. Scruffy, do something. Yeah? Scruffy can move 1. And take out this guy. So far, so good. Sir Flo can only hit this guy because there's no other option for him. And now we only need to... Oh, only. We only need to do... What? 2,340 damage to this guy. Sure. So I'm just going to be using everything I've got. Let's just see. We can... Oh. Do we have to shoot the mushrooms or shoot this guy? How much damage are we doing? 200. Okay, so Nixie is doing no damage. Is the mushroom doing more damage? Yeah, the mushroom is doing more damage than Nixie. So, step number 1. Put him in vines? Put him in what's it called? Webs. Yeah, put him in webs. So Nixie needs to go here. He needs to go here because Bushkin. And she needs to go here. So now we need to put him under webs. And crit. Crit is always good. We're at 1,215. 1,215 and there's webbing below him. That could be enough. I should have first attacked with Servatus because he's doing more damage while he's in vines. I'm an idiot. No. Okay. No, 729. Oh my god, crit hit. Crit hit, Servatus. Crit. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Servatus. No. Oh, no. Yes, yes. Woohoo. Lightning victory thanks to the vines. Oh my god, what a roller coaster! What a roller coaster! No! 499! Why is this happening? Why are we not at 500 points? What the... Who was not maxed out? What did I miss? Who had damage? No one was damaged! The game is broken. The game is broken, I tell you guys. Oh man. I'm just gonna be... watching an ad, being angry with myself. How in the world was that not enough? How in the world was that not enough? I'm so confused right now. Had to start driving but did not hit anybody when I bumped. Serenissima. Okay, great. I'm just gonna pass this on as well. For some reason this screen is not like the correct screen, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be done with this at any moment. 1 second. Oh my god! So close! So close! Who was hit? Try again. I've never been so close in my life to trying again. Okay. Strategy was fine. I believe. Who took damage? I'm still confused. Okay, let's try this one more time. So, this was a good move. This is probably a good move. I'm not sure. Let's move this guy first. Or this dudette. Yeah, this was also a good move. I think. You want to clean out this guy. Yep. And then we want to... Oh, you might have to go here. Is that better? Wait. Can Nixie go from 1, 2, 3? Yeah, actually this could work. Yeah, I'm not sure of this. Come on, Nixie. Don't tell me you can't place the tree down there. Okay, good. We're good. Okay, he shot the tree this time around. So who is not at 100% health? I'm so confused. You're at 100%. Okay, you are at 100%. You are... not, because you got hit 3 times or what? Okay, you are at 100. Okay, everybody's at 100% with the exception of Sir Flo. Sir Flo is still missing 100 something damage. Okay. Okay. So we can now attack with only parry. Crit. Oh my god, we might be doing it. And she cannot attack, she needs to heal. Yeah, she needs to heal. He's full. He's full. He's full, game. Game, if you don't give me the perfect score if I do this, I'm gonna be mad at you. Okay, cool. Yes! Woohoo! 500! This is not the celebration I was looking for, to be honest, but I'm happy. I was already going through all of the emotions 5 minutes ago. I still confused what happened the first time around. I guess Sir Flo wasn't at max. Alright. My god. We did it! We did it, okay. So that means we get the final chest? Yes, we did get the final chest. I have to say I'm emotionally exhausted. Hey Yola, by the way, you missed the best spot just now. You have to rewatch it, I guess. And yeah, if you didn't know, the last chest is not amazing. I mean, obviously gold is nice, laurels is nice, shards is nice, but it's not like you're missing out on an orb or an epic badge. I say this every time. It's just so if you're feeling bad you can't get the last chest, don't feel all that bad. This is 3-4 days of farming. This is 2 days of farming if it's not going well. Yeah, and this is some gold. This is okay. You're gonna be fine if you don't get the last chest. But you should be able to get every chest except for the last, I hope, with the strategies that I was showing you guys today. And you can now even have a chance to get the final chest. You just need to get somewhat lucky. But we do have a strategy that works. And keep in mind, my units are not maxed out or anything. Like, half my squad was not legendary. The Scruffy is not legendary by any stretch of the imagination. Although he's almost maxed out at epic, only 5 more levels. And the Nixie is also not a legendary. So even without these units as a legendary, you can do the final encounter. So and that's definitely something that we should highlight, in my opinion. There were a lot of situations in this adventure where the requirements sounded like you need like rare or epic units or something like that, and you did not. Like if you went for the right strategy, you could actually get the perfect score with lower level or lower rarity units. And I think that's definitely something that deserves another applause here. I am emotionally exhausted after this adventure. Alright, that's already it for today because I need to start my workday any moment now. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I did. This was definitely the most legendary situation we've ever seen in the legendary encounter. When we were at 498 out of 500 points, maybe even 499. I don't remember. I've already forgotten about it. If you guys want to do me a favor, enter the friend code. It's in the video description below. So if these videos are helping, you didn't enter a friend code yet, or you're like a brand new player to this game, you are trying to finish these adventures and you need some help and this video helped, do me a favor, enter the friend code. And of course, something else, if you want, you can definitely join the Discord of my team, Eternal Nexus. We guys are always looking for some new blood, even when you're someone who's basically just starting out. We do have an academy guild where some of our strongest members these days basically grew up in terms of Rivengard. They didn't grow up in life. They were already like fully fleshed out humans at this point, but they learned everything about Rivengard in the academy. That's what we teach them. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the show. See you soon on the official Discord. I can give you a bit of a preview of what's to come next. I'm gonna be doing a video about diamond ranks very soon, maybe even today at the end of the day when my kids are in bed. I'm gonna be talking about the changes that we are very likely going to be seeing in the game, how diamond ranks are affecting the various game modes. The too long didn't read version, it doesn't affect campaign because campaign you can already finish, obviously. Onslaught could be very different stories. Some of these encounters that are way too hard could be a walk in the park. We just saw how beefy a Sir Florianus is at Diamond Rank 3, like 4,000 health or something like that. Give me a break. What a unit. Like at the moment you're happy if a unit has 1,000 health. It's gonna be very different with Diamond Ranks. So the game is bound to change by quite a bit. And it's gonna be super exciting in my opinion to talk about this. Alright, and then there's another video that I've been working on for months and months and months, and I've been previewing this forever and ever. I'm eventually gonna be talking about combat and break it all down. Like really give you a very good idea of how combat in Rivengard works, because there's ability damage, there's regular attack damage, there's physical damage, there's magical damage. It's like all sorts of damage, and they all interact in various ways. And I'm going to be breaking that all down. It's like the big project that I wanted to get to for months now, and I will eventually do that. All right, that's it for today. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't do so yet, join the official Discord. That's where all the good players hang out. They give strategy advice to each other. We're having very fun conversations over there, like making fun of each other when somebody finishes in front of me in the Legend League, for example. Or if like a guild takes #1, they are making fun of us, of Eternal Nexus, for taking the #1 support. So everybody's having a good time, especially us. We don't come in first, so join us there. Alright, that's it for today. See you guys very, very soon.